Right, I've just spent several hours out on the river, wading about, trying to catch salmon with what I consider to be quite a light outfit. It's an 8 rated switch rod. I've given up on that now because there's a upstream wind has just got stronger and stronger, and on the lighter gear it's not much fun, is it? So I'm going to ditch that rod. I'm going to ditch this big heavy net, give up on the salmon, and I'm going to go to a little outfit that I got only a couple of weeks ago because I was asked to host what turned out to be a charming young couple who wanted to find out about fly fishing, small streams. So I had a go, and I went out and I got this outfit. It's a 4 rate, it's a Gray's K4ST rod, reel, came with its own line, which I didn't like because I'm a bit fussy like that. It was bright white. So anyway, I switched so it's a 4 rate rod, 4 rate reel, 3 weight line, which means I can add stuff to it. And anyway, this charming couple, we went on this very small stream, and I just showed them how to not have much more than a rod's length of line out, and what the Americans call European or Euro nymphing. Dead easy. Stand on the bank where there's a bit of a riffle so the fish can't see you so easily, and you just flick it upstream, let it come down past you in the pool, and then go on downstream, keeping contact with the nymph, which is quite heavy. Now, I was thinking, well, that'd be fun to have a go here on the Y at Aramster, which I actually did the other day, and I got 3 different species of fish. I got a chub, I got wild brownies, I actually got a salmon smolt, about over 8 inches long, quite big, beautiful looking creature. Anyway, which I unhooked very carefully. However, unfortunately, the camera wasn't working, was it? I was recording, but it didn't. No, it didn't work. So I'm back here, and I thought today, given up on the salmon, and I'll have a go with this. And it's not that I'm trying to get people to fly fish per se. What I'm suggesting is that those people who course fish on this river, the River Wye, during the close season, rather than going and sitting next to a canal or a muddy pond trying to get overfed carp that have got names and tattoos, why not do yourself a favour, get yourself one of these cheap little outfits, 110 quid all in, that includes a handful of flies, little nymphs. And even with Wellingtons, you can wade this water, you'll see in a minute. But why, if you're a chub and a barbel angler, would you be interested in messing around with this stuff? Well, I'll tell you why. One, it gets you on the river for 2 reasons. It's a lot of fun, you get those little fish. Not only that, but you see where all the chub are, and you see where all the barbel are, and you see where they're hanging out in the river. You see which pools they're in. You also, because you're paddling around with wellies on, you find out where the deep hollows are. And they're not where you think they are, because they're created during the winter storms, aren't they? When the river is, well, it's flowing through here up to my head height on a good flood. And that's creating dips and hollows in the riverbed, which in summer aren't where you think they'd be, because the main flow of the river has shifted to somewhere else on the river. But anyway, it's good reconnaissance, wandering around with one of these, having a bit of fun, trying to pick up little trout and that. Great fun. You also learn a lot. So anytime, I mean, now it's only about 2.5 weeks before the season starts, so it's a little bit late. But 3-4 weeks ago, if you come here with one of these, great fun. Learn the river before you come and look for the fish that you're going to see. I mean, I've been stood there in the shallows, not even knee deep, and I've had chub have moved in to start spawning, so I've had to get out the way to leave them to it. And then of course you can't walk in that area for weeks. Anyway, it's worth doing. It's cheap, I mean, it costs less than a decent barbel reel, let alone a rod. Anyway, let's go and do it, and you'll see what I mean. Hopefully. Oh, hello. Right, let's stop messing around. Let's go. Snap me off. Right, I'm just going to mention about where we were looking at the layout of the river. And those who are familiar with this area, you'll know that those are the islands up there above us, upstream. Got a big gravel bank straight upstream from us now. There's a big rock in the middle of the river here, and there's a big deep hole just in front of us now, 30 feet in front of us. Okay, so obviously the river comes down, comes over the big rock and the gravel and digs out a big hole here in the middle of the river. And you go, okay, fine, well that means maybe that hole continues on down through the middle of the river, which it does, until it gets about 60-70 yards ahead of me now, and then smack in the middle of the river there, it shallows out all the way down, and then it's quite flat and shallow all the way down the river from there on. However, what's not obvious, and that's if we look downstream from me now. I'm going to keep casting because there is a couple of fish just moving in front of me. I've got 50 yards in front of me. I don't know if you could see it. There's a riffle, very shallow water. You probably see where the sun is dappled, bright reflection, and then there's some dark water. Now, right in front of me, we've got these willows, and there's this first fairly sparse leafed branches hanging in the water. Then we've got some darker ones hanging in the water. Now, there is nothing in front of us to suggest that where I'm casting now, don't know if you can see that, I'm just making a splashy cast there. Yeah, that's deep. Why? Well, that's because at the moment I'm stood on big heavy gravel over bedrock, and the river cannot wash this away. But just in front of us there's finer gravel which the river in winter when it's in flood can wash away. So I guarantee that right in front of me now is a big deep hole, 3 to 4 feet deep. It's about 20 yards long, 5 yards wide, and it's full of chub and barbel. Now, looking around, that wouldn't be obvious, would it? No. Anyway, because I got waders on, I'm going to carry on through there now. Right, we're dropping down into it now. There's some boulders on the bottom. Ooh. Now we're in it. Jeez, that's a big hole. Whoa, that's a big drop off. Oh yeah, now we're really in it, waist deep now. And yeah, big rock goes after that big. Oh, yes, this is a big hole here. Right, so I'll turn around. You can see where we are. Oof. Yeah, see that big willow sticking out? It's got swan's nest behind it. This is one big deep hole, and it gets deeper as you get towards that willow. So this would be a good place to drop a barbel bait. Oof. Oh, I've just lost my net. Come off, well done. Hook that on somewhere else. Here we go. Shame it's on the front now. Mess things up. Yeah. Right. Wading through this hole. And we're coming out the other side. Yeah. It's not a big one. I was just about to say it's not a big hole, but maybe it is. Oh, we're going back down into it again. Yeah, this is waist deep here now. And then it suddenly rises back up. Oh, another big rock. And we're back up to knee deep already. There. And then we've got this very shallow riffle in front of us. And then we look round and I'm knee deep again now. But you see? Now, you wouldn't know that unless you're wading around here at this time of year when the river's this low. Which means most coarse anglers wouldn't know that there's a big hole there. And one year when I was salmon fly fishing through here, I was watching the barbel just stacking up there. Spawning time. Anyway, let's get back to trying to catch some tiddlers. Oh yes. Oh yes. Hey. Oh, crazy fish. Looks like a nice brownie. Oh, he's kicking up a fuss on this rod. Whoa. Right, yeah, nice little fish, that one. Come on, in you come. Whoa. See the bead right on the tip of his nose. Gotcha. Now just let him rest in the net there. See that? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, he's got it wrapped around his nose as well, hasn't he? Right, just let him sit there for a bit. Get my forceps. Get hold of that. He didn't get hold of that. Out it comes. There we are. Easy as that. Just drop that in the water. Ooh. It's lively, isn't it? Examine our prize. Oh, look at that. There's a heck of a take. Really nice take. Okay, let's have a look at you. There, what a beaut. Just blow you in there. We can recover. You ready? Oh, oh. And away, as they say. Hiding under the net. Well, there we are. Instead of sitting at home, once you've got all your Barbel and Chub gear sorted out, come and do a reconnaissance of the river. And the best way to do that is a little trout rod. Brilliant. Right, we've only got another 300 yards before we get to the Bridgeport, so it's 300 yards of that class of fishing to go. And then we should have an afternoon hatch as well. Ah, brilliant. Back in there again. Oh, some dibble. Yes, and a fish. Oh, he's pulling well. He's pulling quite well. Oh. You wouldn't have thought, would you, eh? Just in that shade, in under that tree. And there he is, Mr. Chub. Oh, come on. Now, you might think, why has he got that clutch set so light? Well, I'll tell you why, because if it was a barbel, he'd be 40 odd yards downriver by now. Now, you see, because I've got waders on, I can just kneel down in the water here. In fact, I might even net this one. There we are. Oof. Not a fat chub. Take. There's a nibble. Got it. Let's try getting in this water. take your line. And there. I'm taking more line. Let's get down in here. Got another heck of a fight this one. They're still rising or raining, they don't seem to be concerned about that. On the rock. Oh, come back, come back, come back. Yeah, just got you. Scoop him up in the middle. There we go. Six. Oh yes, and we're in it. Woohoo! Now that, another fish rose right next to this one while I was playing it. Oh, this one's keeping down a bit deeper. Right, let's get back down on that gravel. There we go. Hey! Oh, and he's off. Oh, catch and release. Right. Well, there you have it. That just about wraps it up for me. I've been at it a few hours now. Shame about that first one we lost. Ooh, big lump of weed there. Watch out for that. But yeah, it's inexpensive. Gets you on the river in the course close season. You learn a bit more. You can, have a route about, find out where the barbel and the chub are going to be hiding out later in the year. Once the season starts, gives you a bit of a heads up then, doesn't it? Anyway, hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have. Bit of fun, isn't it? Right, I'm off home now. So, only a couple of weeks to go. And we've seen some chub today, we've seen some barbel today. We didn't catch any chub, thankfully, not like last week. It was a bit of a lump. Anyway, thanks for joining me. And, it's still bright. I might hang on a bit longer. No. See you next time. Cheers. I'm having you.